Hey everybody, my name is Aaron, and this isn't really the type of video that I would normally make on a day-to-day basis, but I feel like it's one that needed to be made nonetheless. Today, on Thursday, July 20th, 2017, Chester Bennington, the lead singer of Linkin Park, passed away. Now, I don't want to comment on how this happened or why this happened because I'm not in a position to know how or why. And quite frankly, if you are interested in hearing anything about the story, one simple Google search will tell you everything you need to know. I'm making this video because Chester was a huge influence on me growing up and is still a huge influence on me to this very day. Now, the kind of stuff that I make on a day-to-day basis is nothing compared to what Chester did as a musician, but the type of person he was and his personality that he showcased in their concerts and in their behind-the-scenes videos and stuff like that, his personality was what influenced me very greatly back in the day, and like I said, still to this day. So I wanted to have the focus of this video be on that and the legacy that he left moving forward. Now, for those of you that truly do know me, you'll know that I am a lifelong Linkin Park fan. I have been ever since Hybrid Theory was released back in 2000, and I still am a huge Linkin Park fan to this day. So much so that I actually got the opportunity to meet the band back in 2012 and see another show of theirs back in 2014. Over the years, I've collected a lot of different things like this. This is a vinyl version of the Hybrid Theory album that I spoke about earlier on in the video. And this isn't an original vinyl. This is one of the exclusive Record Store Day re-releases of the vinyl, but it's still wrapped, and I really do cherish this item a lot. And not only do I have the Hybrid Theory vinyl, I also have the Meteora vinyl, the Minutes to Midnight vinyl, the Living Things vinyl, the One More Light vinyl, and last but certainly not least, I have the complete version of their album 1,000 Suns, which not only came with the vinyl, but it also came with a bunch of different artwork and commemorative CDs and stuff like that. And on top of having all of this memorabilia, I also have the One More Light complete version. I think that was the name of the version that you could buy. Basically, it was the collector's version of the album that you could buy, and it came with a bunch of different things, specifically an art book, a lyric book, stuff like that. But the band actually only produced 1,000 of these, and you can see down here, hopefully the lighting cooperates and such, but it is a certificate of authenticity and a one-of-a-kind Polaroid photo that the band actually took during the recording process of their latest album, One More Light. Now, even though those physical items are just pieces of merchandise, to me they mean a lot more. To me, they are artifacts of the band's history, and they are remnants of the past of different stages of my childhood and that progression into adulthood. Linkin Park was and is still an ever-evolving band that continuously pushes the boundaries of the music that they make, and each album is different from the last. And even though they get a lot of flack from some of their early fans and some of the nu metal fans that they have, I think that's my favorite aspect of the band to this day, is that they never are satisfied with their sound, and they continuously push that boundary to see the capabilities that they possess as musicians and to see what kind of messages they can, put out to the world and to their fans. To me, the band represents a partial identity of who I am as a person and my personality, which is why it was amazing when I actually got the opportunity to meet them back in 2012 when they were on their Honda Civic tour with Incubus. I'll never forget that day, mostly because I actually recorded the moment that I got the chance to meet them on video. And I will input that clip right now.
The thing that I didn't expect to go wrong, I expected to drop it. Awesome. Thank you.
Have a good time.
Thank you.
You going, Joe?
From the pain? I don't know. I think it's from like not being sealed.
We'll attach it to your arm.
That, I believe, that's Phoenix.
Thank you very much.
That's my best Brad. That's you, that's Phoenix. They're missing Chester and Rob, I know.
Thank you so much, Mike. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Pretty good. Thank you.
Where are you from?
Very much. I appreciate it. Chester. Truly an honor, man. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Have fun tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you, dear.
Now, the craziest thing about that clip wasn't just the fact that I got to meet them, but the main thing was that I got to meet them at my first ever Linkin Park concert ever, and I got to be front row for the show. But the fact that I got to meet them and the fact that I was front row, you know, it was just a perfect day, and quite honestly, it will be the best concert that I will ever attend. And after the show was over, I was actually thrown a Linkin Park pick by the one and only Phoenix, their bass player, or Dave, as is his actual name. And I made sure to save everything that I could from that concert, whether it be this pick or my ticket or the meet and greet email, even the pictures and the videos that I took while I was there, just because it all meant so much to me, especially on a day like today where this tragedy happened with Chester. It's the little things like that where you can save on to those little artifacts and those little treasures that you have. Those are the big things that matter in the end. Those memories will last a lifetime. And even though Chester is no longer with us here today, I just want the band to know that not only have they left an impact on my life, but on the lives of each and every one of their fans that they've had throughout the years. I just hope that people focus on what truly matters. The fact that the world lost an amazing talent. There are 6 children out there that lost their father, and there is a wife who lost her husband. Not to mention the fact that 5 bandmates lost a leader that they had from the very beginning. I don't know if Linkin Park will ever see this video, and I don't know if Chester's family will ever see this video, but just in case you do see this, I just want you to know how much of an impact you left on me, a true lifelong fan of not only Linkin Park, but of Chester Bennington. Whether it was his solo projects or some of his other passions in life, Linkin Park may be at the top of the list, but nothing else went unnoticed. And I am truly thankful that I got the chance to meet one of my idols within the music industry almost 5 years ago. And because of that, I actually have this token to remember not only Chester, but Linkin Park as a whole. This was the first vinyl record that came with my 1,000 Suns Collector's Edition, and it contains my favorite song on the entire album, and my favorite Linkin Park song ever, which is number 5, When They Come For Me. And the record has actually sat up on my wall right there for the last 5 years. And I consider this record to be a daily reminder that I got to meet my favorite band of all time, and it is a continuing reminder of the amazing experience that I had back in August of 2012. I truly have no words to describe how I feel about the loss of Chester. My feelings don't matter in this situation. The feelings of his family members, his bandmates, and the rest of the fans around the world, those are the feelings that matter at this point in time. I lost my father over 7 years ago now, and the pain still resonates with me to this very day. And even though the circumstances were different, that void can never be replaced, and it can never be filled. But there are people out there that you can reach out to if you need any help. And to close out this video in remembrance of Chester, I would like to include a phone number to a suicide prevention hotline. And if anyone would like to leave a comment on this video, I will do my best to respond to any and all that may come my way. Chester Bennington was an iconic talent that can never be replicated and can never be replaced. I love you, Chester. I hope you may now rest in peace, and my condolences and prayers to his family, his friends, his children, his bandmates, and to those fans that are affected all around the world.